What is up, everyone, and welcome to top 4 Shaddolls. Now, you're probably wondering, top 4 local Shaddolls, it's believable, but Shaddolls has kind of been power crept, it's not as good. I mean, Invoke Shaddolls, I mean, it's alright still, I mean, it's cool, but how do you get top 4 locals with Shaddolls? Well, Shaddolls, like, is a old school, not really, well, old school now because it's been around for a while, but it's a fusion-based deck. Well, we also have another recent fusion-based deck recently, and that is branded Despia. So, yeah, it's a Shaddoll branded Despia combo. Hodgepodge, obviously, they say they work together really well because they want to send stuff to the graveyard. Shadolls, they want that. But yeah, without further ado, we're just going to get right into it. Locals this weekend was super cool, super more laid back, I would say, definitely, too. But there was still, your good old cash tier players and branded peers and all that running around. But yeah, we're going to go by engine. We're going to start with the Shadolls. Wendy, Squamata. These are your best ones. So you're going to say run 3 Wendy. A lot of people run her at 2, or say run her at 2, but I think she's still warranted that 3. Honestly, I always loved having the third one in case stuff really went bad. Squamata, of course, he's just too good not to run at 1. Then the ones, Hedgehog, you could warrant him at 2, but honestly, the searching usually for the spell is usually all you need, and then by that point, you're pretty good. 1 Ariel, 1 Beast, and then 1 Dragon. This is like your Shaddoll names lined up. Yeah, so we're not running Falco or nothing like that. We wanted to just keep the best Shadolls as possible in. Speaking of the best Shaddoll cards, Fusion, Broken. It's the OG branded Fusion, basically. Shaddoll Fusion is nuts. Then, of course, we have the 2 normal ones, and then, of course, Schism. Shaddoll Fusion is just nuts as well because you can just say make Winda on your opponent's turn and lock them in. Schism as well, it's another way to get it in. But yeah, that's it for the Shaddoll stuff. I mean, it's just a simple package, nothing too crazy. Then we have the Despia stuff, which honestly, in my opinion, I think the Shadolls and Despias kind of meld really well together. Also, we're just gonna kind of just do a single cut of it because it's just super cool and super kind of chill deck and super cool. 2 Allurba. We're not really focusing a lot on the Despia part of the deck, but it's just, another branded searcher, searcher branded fusion. 1 Tragedy for, of course, the combo. I'll say allows you to add a Despia monster, a way to get Jester back into the loop and start recycling that way. Then you can banish this card, also recycle your branded fusion, anything that way. So it's just a way to recycle stuff. 2 Fallen Albaz. You don't really need a third in this deck because really you only go through the 2. 1 kit for recursion, and then I wanted to have a little unique thing that I found during testing is that Shadolls, it's a banal thing with Shadolls too. You don't have that many good lights that you really want to have in the deck, so I decided, screw it, I'm gonna be very unique. We have 1 Blazing Cartesia, 1 Incredible Ecclesia, and then 1 Dogmatic Ecclesia. I wanted to run all the Ecclesias because I thought they'd be cool. Plus, they're really good light targets. They're extenders. They're insane. The worst one is Incredible because, not Incredible, but Dogmatica, because we're not searching out the punishment or nothing like that. So inherently, it's just an extender to get on the board. Incredible Ecclesia and Blazing Cartesia are insane as well because they just continuously float back if a fusion monster gets sent to the graveyard. So you really cannot complain with that lineup. Like, it's just recurring light resources. So those are our only main deck lights that we run. Then, of course, we have 3 branded. Let's say 2 branded opening and then 3 branded fusion. Yeah, it's insane. It's just, we want to fusion this deck, so we want to see as many fusion spells as possible. Our 1 built-in, Magical Meltdown, Brandon Lost, super searchable, so there's no point in running more, because we don't want to flutter, because it can break if you just run multiple, because 2 Brandon Lost is never going to see. It's standard in Branded Despia too, so it's insane. Then, not a branded card, but Fusion Deployment. It's a way to search out your Blazing Cartesia, so you have that search for a light target constantly. So, and it's also a way to search out your Albaz too, in case you need him. So, yeah. Then we're just going to go through our hand traps real quick. Nib. Nib is just insane this format. He's also a light, so that does kind of help with the synergy with the light targets as well. So, I take that back. These are not your only light targets, but Nib, you really want to fuse more with the Ecclesias than the Nib, but shit does happen. Say 3 Ash, generically good this format, and 2 Veiler. Again, good effect negation. Also, it's not a once per turn like say Imperm is. So, well, Imperm's not really once per turn either. So, but it's still a light target. That's more reason why I went with this more of Imperm. And of course, these 8 slots are what you can side in and out depending on your matches. Because of course, if you go to more cash tier, you side out for eclipses and all that fun stuff. So, yeah. But honestly, it's just a solid main. It's just the best of. It's kind of like the best cuts from Shaddoll and Branded put together, so I cannot complain. So yeah. Next, extra deck, Draco Sapelia, insanely good. Any fusion deck really that can make it, you want to run it. One of the Dust Dragon, he's cool. I like him, but if you really, he's mostly in here just for a fusion deployment target. Plus, he's just a good card for the whole Brandon Despia combo anyway, so never a bad thing. And of course, the standard stuff, 2 Lubion, 2 Albion, all that, and of course, Ice Jade. The thing is that most, during research of this deck, a lot of builds ran only like one of the branded fusions, but with Cash Tier now in the format, you really can't afford that, because if they just hit any of your Brandon cards and your fusion cards, it just ruins your whole line. So you have to have that second one. So it's insane. One gravity controller for, of course, the Shaddoll stuff. And then, of course, same concepts as I said, similar to the Cash Tier lineup. We do run 2 of every good Shaddoll fusion. Of course, say Alp Cologne, the Winda, which wins games, and then of course the Construct to get stuff going. So yeah, it's honestly a super cool, fun deck. Side deck, nothing's changed. The format's kind of fun at this point. Yeah. So can't complain. Love it. It's a super fun deck. It's just something fun to take locals. I mean, if you want to gear it more competitively, you probably definitely could, but it's hard to definitely find the space if you want a 40 card Shaddoll branded deck, because like I said, you pretty much have to cut the best from both variants of the deck and put it together, which it does work. Don't get me wrong, it does work, but compare it to a lot of other matches up, like, is this deck better than pure Branded Despia? No. Is it a cool variant? Yes, I would definitely say that. So yeah, it's definitely cool. Something in case you're like me, I'm a Branded player. It's something unique and fun to have with Shaddoll. Plus Shaddoll I love too. So yeah, that's it for the profile. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, comment, and subscribe like always. And let's see. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe and stay healthy out there. Peace.